I love outdoor living. So much about it is just so wonderful. You know, any moment I can be outside, I am. So I have to tell you guys, we're on my porch right now, and I hope this is something that you can apply to your life. But a few years ago, you know, we live on our porch basically in the summer, and I decided I need to add a little bit more civilization to my porch. I had kind of been eyeing up chaises for a while, but never wanted to do it, and I thought, well, when I do, you know, I'm just going to get some really classic chaises. So I found these, and I love how simple and elegant they are. But you know me, I always have to add my twist to everything. So I decided that my twist would be to add my own, you know, fun pillows and some pretty throws. And then I thought I'd anchor them with a beautiful antique rug. When it rains, I just move it out of the way. But you know, little twists like this really make a big difference on our porch. Now, I have to tell you, this is a great little pointer if you have anything like this, because I know outdoor furniture tends to be really, really classic. It kind of is what it is. So, you know, see what's out there, get what you're looking for, and then turn it into your own thing. I have to say, I ended up getting, the first year, I had some white chaise cushions on mine. I loved everything about them. You know, the idea of it was so great to me. But it was so bad news because, of course, you guys know, 4 little boys and dirty, sandy feet and big dogs, and they were just a mess. So, and cleaning them just wasn't working. So the next year, I opted for some dark blue cushions, and it is so great because, you know, of course dog hair shows up on them, but so what? That's not a big deal in our world. And, you know, all I have to do now is sort of wipe them down, and they're totally clean. So that's just one of my really practical tips. But coming back to, you know, the idea of making a little space in whatever outdoor living you have, you know, always, as you guys know, take a minute to add a few layers, personalize it. Like I said, add a little rug. A little pop of color is always so great, too. Something alive, a pretty basket with some primroses or whatever you've got. I love the idea of the practical aspects of this, too. You know, for me, a little throw is great because, of course, it lures me in for a little nap, which I do so love, especially in the summer. I love having little ottomans nearby. And the great thing about little ottomans is they're plentiful in the marketplace. You know, you can always find them of any price that you're looking and in all kinds of textures. That's what's really cool about them. So I have this neat little seagrass ottoman that we've had forever and these 2 pretty needlepoint ottomans. And these 2 were my chance to add a little funkiness, a little bohemian to this porch, which is what I really wanted. So, you know, I added the leopard, which, because, you know, the navy. Navy's not really me, but it was so practical, so I have to find my way of getting the me into it. I love that. And then, you know, to bring other little pops of color in, too, you know, this brilliant orange kind of Art Deco-y tray is so great with a peacock on it. You know, I'm always looking for little things like that. But the most important thing for me is that I come out to this space. It's so great for John and I to sit down and have a cocktail together. I typically keep a great big stash of magazines nearby or kids' books, because this is one of our favorite places to read books with the boys. It's just another spot to force you to slow down, sit down, enjoy the amazing spot you've created, enjoy all the beauty of summer. Just soak it all in.